Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT. We are live here on YouTube. Right now, we're at the park. We ain't doing shit. With my dad right now.
Trying to get the car running, you know what I
He's
mean?
got some car problems, so we're here at the park. I ain't got shit to do. Um, so I figured I'd come talk to my subscribers, see what y'all are up to. Wanted to talk about this whole Tyson Fury, BLASTS, and Anthony Joshua thing because, you know, it's causing quite a stir right now in the boxing world. We all know that after Anthony Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz, that basically after he lost to Andy Ruiz, Deontay Wilder made statements, Fury made statements, and Wilder was just like, "Look, guy was a fraud, not a real champion." Fury took the classier approach at first. At first, he took the classier approach, and he was like, he had a bad night. You'll get back up, champ. He was kind of like encouraging to Anthony Joshua. But then he said, "Oh, well, you lost to a guy who eats a bunch of Snickers." And you basically say, I'm paraphrasing because I don't have the quotes in front of me right now, but he basically said that he lost to a guy who's a fat ass, pretty much. So that's caused quite a stir. And a couple people came in my comments, they were like, "BT, what do you think about your boy Fury saying all this stuff about Anthony Joshua? Is he still classy now?" No, not really, but he's a master of mind games. It's all mind games. Y'all don't understand. Tyson Fury is a freaking master of mind games. Everything he says is to just get into people's heads, and he lives in people's heads rent free. But I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. There's like 4 of you here right now, so make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button. Just like smash that like button as much as possible.
Hit it.
Smash that like button like it was your ex-girlfriend. And you'd be okay. Let me know what city, what state, what continent you're watching from. If you got any questions, any topics in boxing. Because look, as you guys can see, I'm in a car. I'm not in front of a computer. I'm in a local South Florida park. So this is where I'm at right now. I'm at a park, and I don't got stuff in front of me like that. So, I mean, if y'all give me topics, I'll talk about whatever you want. But I kind of want to just run through I wanted to run back through the Anthony Joshua card. Kind of just to recap the Joshua fight, since we've had time to process it. Anthony Joshua was not himself. Like, he really wasn't himself on the night. That's not to take away from what Ruiz did, but it was clear for anybody to see when he walked into the ring that something was different about him. And everything was different. Tactically, he was different. His boxing stance was different. Everything was different.
You didn't see his father in the ring, Chris?
Oh, yeah, and apparently, supposedly, I mean, I know he dismissed this on his YouTube channel yesterday. That's all.
Oh, wow.
I know on his YouTube channel he's dismissed this rumor, but he said that basically, what did he say? He said that he didn't have a panic attack and that there was no concussion in sparring. So,
but at the same token, his dad was cursing out Eddie Hearns right after the fight, right behind as Andy Ruiz was getting interviewed.
mm-hmm.
Why did he continue to fight? Why he didn't just cancel the fight?
Yeah.
In Joshua's health behalf. And then Josh was like, "I'm the fighter. I'm the one, Dad. Please calm down."
Yeah, and then what's funny too is like Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn came out on Twitter and he said that well, there was no concussion, there was none of this. But upon further research on Facebook, Joey Dwayko, who was Joshua's sparring partner, has pretty much confirmed everything that whatever you guys heard, it was true. So, if Eddie Hearn just let Anthony Joshua go out there concussed, not at his best, just for the sake of making money, then it looks really horrible on him. It really looks horrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. If that's the case, then my perception and opinion of him will be definitely lower, to be honest with you. But because honestly, like, look, you gotta look at it like this. I still think Eddie Hearn is a great promoter. I take nothing away from him. I still love him as a promoter. I like him as a promoter. But like, he ruined Kell Brook's career by throwing him there with GGG. That was the stupidest thing he could have did for Kell Brook's career. Never in the same sense. Then if Joshua's concussed, you got your cash cow out there concussed, fighting a very dangerous fighter in Ruiz. So, just not a good look for Eddie Hearn if that's true. But let me get to some of you guys' comments because I know you guys have a lot to say. Just so you guys know, I don't have my charger on me. Do you got a charger here by any chance?
You got my charger, but you don't fit yours.
Never mind.
No.
I'm not at home right now, so this probably will not be a very long live.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me get your comments. Let me get your comments. See what you guys have to say about this. Let's see. Cool Waters, what's up, champ? He says he's from Liverpool. Shout out to Liverpool, home of the great Everton Football Club. I don't feel like Fury blasted him. I don't either, but people are in my comment section saying that he blasted him, so that's what we're going with. We're going with that.
Who's that? Fury blasted who?
Joshua, because he said that he had a quote on the ESPN radio yesterday saying that Joshua lost to a fat man who eats a bunch of Snickers.
How you look at it, you gotta respect Fury, because Fury came out immediately and gave props to Anthony Joshua for losing the fight. And it was like, it kind of reminded me when Fury went through his problems with mental
health and whatnot.
All that. So he was just giving him some words of wisdom. So whether he said what he said yesterday doesn't make a difference. It's what he said right after the fight that really counts with Fury. So I have to respect that. I don't respect Eddie Hearns if he actually did what he did. And from the looks at it, if his dad was going off like that, that doesn't look too pretty on Eddie Hearns.
No.
I mean, Anthony Joshua's been there for so many years for him making him a lot of money. For him to just jeopardize him with money, what's more important?
Yeah. So there you have it. Duke Odin said, "What's up, pops?" Duke Odin said, "What's up to you?"
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Feminine Angry Dwarf says, "Good afternoon from the UK. Where are you going?" I'm going on a road to fucking nowhere today. That's where I'm going. Absolutely nowhere. We're in a park right now.
Trying to fix
This man's having car problems, so I figured I was gonna go live anyway. So what a good time to go. But I'll show you guys a park here in a second.
Yeah. So he's actually talking about that.
I heard AJ trashed the dressing room after the fight. I didn't hear that one, but if that's the case, that's crazy. I'm not too sure how hard I want to go on her, and I call it a team decision. They sparred too late in camp, but it was short notice. Yeah, and they honestly, my thing is, I think they did too many things differently for this camp. You know, moving it out here to Miami, renting out a warehouse, turning it into a fucking boxing gym, and then you had him hiring a sports psychologist and all that stuff. So it's like, I'm not turning on Joshua. I still think Joshua's an A-level fighter. I still think he's a great fighter. I still root for him as a fighter. I still hold. I might sound crazy to a lot of you, but I think he can still. I think Anthony Joshua can still beat Wilder, and that's a very unpopular opinion. But I would still pick Anthony Joshua over Deontay Wilder. It happens more than we hear. It's a gamble to still fight, but they thought they would get by Ruiz anyway, and their gamble didn't pay off. That it's boxing, AJ lost, and that's that. Exactly, and that's why we, nights like the other night are while we watch the sports. So you gotta give credit where credit is due. You give credit to Andy Ruiz because Andy Ruiz has always been a talented heavyweight. And anybody who knows anything about boxing and heavyweight boxing knows that he's always been a kind of an underrated heavyweight.
Yeah, you can't take away anything from Andy Ruiz what he accomplished that night. It wasn't his fault that Joshua's team decided to put him in danger in front of fire. I mean, they probably thought that a Snicker bar Andy Ruiz was going to be just a walk in the park, just like eating a Snicker bar. And they found out differently that it wasn't like that.
Yeah. PC Jacob says AJ will come back. He should hire Stacey McKinley, True School Sports. Imagine that. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine if he hired Stacey McKinley, who, by the way, I had to give him a phone call because he called me a couple of days ago while I was sparring, and I haven't returned his call. But yeah, Stacey would teach him a lot of things. Stacey would teach him how to up jab and had different types of jabs and different types of right hands and how to shift his weight differently. He would really show him a lot. My man Seven Oceans, what's up, champ? I got your email. Good. I like the instrumental. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna work it into my videos, but I liked what I heard. Send me some more if you have any more instrumentals. Seven Oceans. Send me some more instrumentals. But if you can send me something like more melodic. Or soulful, that'd be very appreciated because I like that kind of stuff. Paul, my best friend in the whole world, my man Paul writes, "What's up, Paul?" He said, "Bro, teach me the fundamentals, but not the conditioning, because Andy Ruiz proved all my theories correct. Out of shape is in shape, and bad food is good. Bad food is good food. Good food is bad food. Hashtag Luminari." Yeah, the fat boy is reigning supreme right now. Fat boy is running the game. You got freaking Ruiz. You got Fury's not no model either. He's not a.
No.
Yeah, so them fat guys, man, they fuck you up. Fuck you up.
Snicker bars, boy.
You're damn right, Almore. It's way too humid here in South Florida. You're right about that one. Did we break down? I don't know. Did we break down?
No, we didn't break down. I just have I have to change my coolant on my radiator because it's causing overheating.
No.
And it's the same thing like if a boxer, if he doesn't drink a lot of water to keep his engine running in the ring, what happens to him? He overheats.
Yeah. Jasper Ann from the UK. What's up, champ? How you doing? Should have got a Honda. Yeah.
You know what? I only got it for $300, so it's a blessing.
Oh yeah. Paul said, I want Illuminati sponsorship. I'm going to eat them right before I fight Wilder. That's right. Drake, it's the Drake curse, baby. That's right. It's the Drake curse. Anthony Joshua. I mean, if the Drake curse can get Anthony Joshua, nobody's safe.
I think Josh's going to come back strong, though.
Styles make fights. I'm picking Gorman over Dubois. What do you think? I'm going with Daniel Dubois. But Gorman's very live dog. I think so. But I'm going to go with Dubois. But I could definitely see Nathan Gorman outworking him and breaking him down in the mid to later rounds.
I'm taking Dubois. I mean, Gorman's talking a lot of crap. Been talking for a long time. Dubois just been sitting back just watching him. I guarantee you Dubois going to knock the shit out of him.
Okay. Let's see. Al Moore, Prime Bull versus Wilder. I got Prime Bull stopping that boy in 5 rounds or less. Prime Riddick Bowe, Wilder, a new asshole.
Real quick.
Straight up.
And Bo won't just be talking. He actually take business into his own hands.
LR Chica says, I feel like Gorman has more wrinkles to his game. I agree with that. You know, I've seen Gorman's fights, and he's like, it's another one of those matches where you get a guy who's built like an Adonis of heavyweight in Dubois, and you have Nathan Gorman, who's kind of a fat guy. So, you know, Andy Ruiz showed us, he reminded a lot of us fight fans that this is not a bodybuilding contest. This is boxing, and I think this is the first true test of Dubois' career, and we're gonna see how he reacts when Gorman touches that chin.
I got Dubois. Dubois talks too much.
AJ needs to learn to move off the line. He exchanged it with Ruiz while staying on the line and kept him getting caught. That was the only real mistake. That happened to me. That shit happened to me in sparring the other day. So me and AJ had the same problem. Me and AJ had the same. Only difference is I'm not an Olympic gold medalist and don't have like a bunch of amateur fights. Yeah. Stephen A. Smith, Helmet of the Month, June 2019. Yeah, Stephen A. Smith is a dickhead, straight up. And honestly, like, if I ever see, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I don't try to act like this big tough guy, because I mean, I can fight. I'm not gonna lie to you, I can fight. But Stephen A. Smith is somebody that I would definitely slap the shit out of if I saw him, straight up. Because you don't disrespect fighters like that. Like, straight up, you don't. Unless you've been, like, at bare minimum, unless you've been in there and you put on some headgear and you put on a mouthpiece and you sparred 50 rounds minimum, don't talk about fighters, straight up. Mid-tempo melodic beats on the way. I got you. The one I sent you is deadly, bro. Just trust me. Just finished the work, so I'm gonna take care. Yeah, the one that you sent me is pretty good. Like, if I start doing like style breakdowns, I'll probably use it for like those kind of videos. Dubois is stiff. Gorman might not have it what it takes to beat him, but Dubois is very beatable. Someone can avoid his power or take his power well. Yeah, and the thing is, he's still very green. He's still very green at the stage, and he needs more seasoning. Yo, can you turn the volume down?
Yeah. How you doing? We have to get up.
Fury beat Wilder, and Ortiz should have also beat Wilder. Only protected champs are allowed to take 20 unanswered punches and afford extra seconds to recover. Tyson Fury #1. I can see that. I can see that. KOD testimony says, "Are you watching the NBA tonight?" Absolutely not. I don't give a rat's ass about the NBA until my Hornets start playing again.
The Raptors gonna win anyway, so don't make it.
And then honestly, it's a foregone conclusion. The Warriors are going to win the series. So why even waste my time?
Raptors, baby, Raptors.
Like, so. Paul says, "I believe Tyson Fury is the most talented." I would agree. He's the most talented.
Excellent head movement.
He's the best boxer. He's the toughest fighter of the three. Yeah, I'll go with that. Why not? But yeah, a lot of people are upset about his comments. A lot of people are upset about his comments.
About Fury's?
Yeah, well, it's many of these Wilder fans that come on my videos. It's the same people, like, "Ooh, he said something bad about Joshua. Ooh, he said something bad about everybody."
Yeah.
Go check his resume.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, he says good things about people too. He's a human being.
Exactly.
You knowing Bo and Holyfield is cool as fuck. Yeah, man. I know Bo a lot more than I know Holyfield. Holyfield and me are cool, but me and Bo are like this. Like, I'll tell you guys this one thing. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm just gonna be real with you for a second. Sometimes I do think about like pursuing boxing as a career, like actual fighting. I mean, I know I'm a long way from it, because it's so much different hitting the bag and then putting in a mouthpiece or headgear, or even just going in the ring in general. But like sometimes I do have these like ambitions to want to fight. And if I ever did decide to go through with that, Riddick Bowe will be my trainer. No doubt about it. That dude's a fantastic trainer. Stephen A. Smith is overpaid. I agree. It's trash. Someone said, I just see Stephen A. Smith as Nestor Gibbs, but on a bigger platform. Yeah? But no, I don't want to disrespect Ness. I mean, I know people don't like Ness, but Ness covers boxing daily, and he does know a little bit. So you can't really call Nestor, Stephen A. Smith. A lot of people are picking Kid Galahad to beat Josh Warrington. I mean, I haven't got into the tape or looked at seen enough Kid Galahad fights to have a valid opinion, but a lot of people are picking him. How did you score Taylor Pursuit fight, and did you enjoy it? I'm actually gonna make a video on that today. I thought it was a draw. I really thought it was a draw. I wasn't incredibly angry with the decision, but I do think, as far as Pursuit Taylor, that it was probably the best fight in women's boxing history. I think if anybody did deserve a decision, because I had it a draw, but if anybody of those two did deserve a decision, it was Katie Taylor. Pursoon, I should say. It was Pursoon, I think. Getting punched in the head ain't fun. I ain't doing it because of health reasons. You know what's funny? I actually have no qualms about taking punches in the head. It's not that part, the part, because I'm not gonna lie to you, if boxing was more structured, I'd probably become a fighter. I'm not gonna lie to you, I probably would become a fighter, because I do have talent. When you get guys like Holyfield and Bowe complimenting your skills, you gotta think you have at least a little something, So it's not that part that bothers me. It's the business side of boxing, because I know how bad the business side of boxing is. I know the percentages of fighters that get into boxing and are able to live comfortably when they retire from boxing, and it's like less than 3% of fighters. So you're going against the odds. And then the thing is too, like, if you take a loss early in your career, you're gonna be in a tough position, and you're gonna be in a position where you gotta take tough fight after tough fight. And I didn't have any amateur experience. I had no amateur fights. So if I ever decided to go pro, the route I would take would be, I'd probably have like 10 to 20 amateur fights, and then I would be brought along really slowly. That's probably the way I would go. But I wouldn't. I don't know. Just the business side of boxing is what really kind of makes me not want to do it, because I just know how it is. Do you think Caleb Smith beats Canelo? No, I'd pick Canelo in that fight, just because I think Caleb is good. He's big for the weight, but I think he's weight drained, really. And at that weight, I think Canelo's quickness, his defense, his movement, his body punching, break him down, stop him in the middle rounds. Bowe is the #1 most underrated heavyweight of all time. Absolutely, because you got to understand, Riddick Bowe probably. I mean, this might sound crazy to you guys. Riddick Bowe has, if you're able to just like look at things objectively, just look at how he grades out in every single facet of his overall skill set. You can make the argument that he's maybe the most talented heavyweight who ever lived, because there's few heavyweights who are 6'5" that can fight on the inside, that fight on the inside, that have world-class jab, that have world-class counter-punching, that have literally, he's almost an A+ in every single department as far as defense, all that stuff.
Hello.
AJ still has the opponents on his resume. Yeah, he's still got the best body of work at heavyweight. That's the thing that's being lost in translation. As good as Wilder and Fury are, Joshua still has the best body of work. My man Paul says, I think UK fighters are starting to get a rep for having a bad chin. I don't want to diss AJ because he's great and has one big fight, but can't help to see similarities to how Khan got taken out from the top at one time. Yeah, I mean, Khan quit his last fight. Joshua, I don't think Joshua quit in this fight. The referee stopped it, but he spit out his mouthpiece, and, what's his name? Ruiz folded him up. So, you can't get mad at people if they say that about Joshua. But let's see. I'm trying to think, do any UK fighters have a good chin? Let's think of fighters in the UK who have good chins. Well, you can't say, like, Carl Froch had a good chin, but Carl Froch isn't active. So, yeah, I would say a lot of UK fighters, I mean, I'm not trying to slag off the UK fighters, because I mean, many of you know I love the UK fighters. I love fighters in general, but it seems like right now a lot of their top fighters. But see, you can't just generalize all UK fighters saying they have bad chins, because look at Fury. Fury took some good shots from Wilder and he got up, and he's a UK fighter. You see what I'm saying? Billy Joe Saunders been hit. Billy Joe Saunders got hit with some big shots, and he, you know, he's showing a good chin. So I mean, yeah, I mean, there's chinny fighters from everywhere in the world, but yeah, it seems like as of late, though, if you wanted to say as of late, UK fighters are showing bad chins in their big fights. Yeah, as of late they have been, the last two. It was the best women's fight I've ever seen live, that's for sure. I gave it to Pursuit by 1. Taylor was technically better, but the work rate for Pursuit was just too much to stop. Taylor could fight smarter. Yeah, I think that's what I thought too watching it, is I thought that Katie was technically more sound. She was landing the cleaner puncher shots, but Pursuit's work rate was next level, and then as the fight wore on, she began to land more. So you know, if anybody deserved a decision, it was her in that fight. What do you think of GGG laughing off Saunders? Is he ducking? Yeah, I mean, if he's laughing off Billy Joe Saunders at this point, he's ducking him, because I didn't see that interview. But if he's doing that, it's a duck, because you have no belts and you're fighting Steve Rolls. So yeah. British boxing has become synonymous with corruption. Boxing in general is corrupt. But yeah, the UK's had a couple of things. Like they had the Carl Froch loaded glove incident. They have had Howard Foster terrible stoppages. Now they have this with Hearn, you know. So yeah, I can see it. Khan needs a transplant from Golovkin. Yeah, he does. That he does. Brook had a good chin but bad eyes. He was never really put down with a shot on the chin from Golovkin or Spence. And that, you know what? That's a good observation. Those guys broke him down and folded him up. They never put him down. So yeah. And my man Paul says, I just realized that was a whack generalization, but maybe AJ is getting that rep. Like, he doesn't take big hits well. I mean, well, if you look at the guys he's been hit by, they've all been elite punchers. White, Klitschko, Ruiz. Those are all pretty above average to elite punchers. But yeah, my thing is, it's not so much that he has a weak chin. I just think he gets hit with too many big shots because his head is very stationary. Like, he doesn't move. He's a bit, his upper body is a bit stiff, and he doesn't move his head off the line. I had that same problem too. Like, you guys will see soon. I'm gonna put out a video of my sparring soon. You're gonna see a video of my sparring soon, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did not look that good, because for the first 2 rounds I was very, very fucking scared, like, because I hadn't been in the ring that while. So it took me like 2 rounds to settle in. So I was like, I wasn't throwing punches relaxed, and I wasn't moving my head. And I remember I jumped in to my friend Kanan, and he took a jab out, and it wasn't like a vicious knockdown, but he knocked me out of balance, and it was a knockdown. So you'll see it when it comes out. But I had the same problems as AJ, so I'm working on that, and he needs to work on that himself. But I think with him, a lot of that can be corrected if he just lost some weight and he wasn't so tight with his shoulders from all the muscles he's got.
PT Cruiser, you have to turn it counterclockwise, and when you
Whoa, Khan's Pakistani. They're very naturally physically weak, not a comparison.
So it's better off to take a hold so you can say from the bottom of the video.
We do seem to have our fair share of chinny chins. It's a fair claim. Can't argue it when history proves it. But every country has chinny fighters.
I mean,
Europe has chinny fighters. America has chinny fighters. Every country has chinny fighters.
You fucking crazy. He's taking to Miami.
Yep, boxing is universally corrupt.
Go easy.
Let me get out here. UK and America equally so. Let's see. Yeah. Zach Parker, remember that fight? What the hell is going on? Someone says you got to get fat. Look at Fury's love handles. He ate Wilder's best one too. I agree. Let's see. I don't know. Japanese fighters on world levels have pretty good chin. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen too many Japanese fighters. Yeah, Japanese fighters are always tough. They're always disciplined. They're always a tough out. So you can't ever sleep on those Japanese fighters. Someone asked me how much do I weigh. Well, right now I'm walking at about 129 and a half pounds. So if I was fighting, most trainers would probably have me cut my weight down to, I'd probably campaign somewhere around 126, 122. I'm about 5'5".
Well, I mean, he makes money with that.
Like once, yeah. My old trainer, when I was training at Canino's boxing gym in Dania, my old trainer, she wanted me to go down to 118. I said, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not being a 118. Someone said, True School versus Nayo the Monster Inoue. You know what's funny? I was thinking if I ever interview Inoue, if I ever interview the Monster, I want to get a face-off with him. That'd be hilarious. I was that at 6th grade. Can't get below 182, 6'2". Yeah, man. I mean, my dad's not very tall, so I'm blessed to be as tall as I am. I'm taller than my dad, and he's not very tall. How much? I'm an AJ fan, but AJ got knocked the fuck out. Yeah, he got destroyed. Anthony Joshua, I mean, I love him. Great fighter. Done a lot of great things for boxing, but yeah, Ruiz broke him down. How much do you pay for your gym membership? Oh, I actually train at the Heavyweight Factory for free. I'm fortunate enough to be able to do that. Arabs, including Pakistanis and Turks, have weak shins, probably bone structure. Yeah? For sure, man. So yeah, make sure you smash that like button. You know, you see where we at. We at the park. We at this park in Hollywood. I'm gonna tell y'all a story actually. So we at this park here in Hollywood, and I remember I used to come here with my ex-girlfriend a lot back in the day, back in the good old days. Back in the good old days, we used to come here all the time when she was cool, but things didn't work out. But like, yeah, it's actually one of my favorite parks. Like, it's actually one of my favorite parks in South Florida because it's just calm. There ain't really much here except like there's some trails and there's a couple of benches, but it's like this is a really good place if you want to come read. The title of your video makes absolutely no sense. How does it make no sense? Tyson Fury blasted out Anthony Joshua. I should have just titled a random boxing talk because really that's what it's become. I'm pretty much just like walking around the park aimlessly talking boxing. But let me see what you guys are saying. Doesn't casual boxing talk be going to this park? I don't know what park casual boxing talk be going to. I really don't know. Y'all rock. I'm out through work calls. Okay, shout out to you, Mr. Grace. How do you see Ruiz versus Fury? Ruiz versus Fury is an interesting fight. You know, a lot of taller fighters tend to struggle with shorter fighters, and Ruiz actually has exceptional hand speed for somebody who looks like him. I would say that Fury wins a very tough, close majority decision in that fight. I think Ruiz would test him. I think Ruiz would probably hurt him at one point in time because Fury, you know, he has great defense, but we've seen in the past that someone if you hit Fury, you can't put him down. You know, what happens with Fury is like he has great defense, but if you touch him, you can put him down. Like Steve Cunningham showed us that, and even when he was like at British level, when he fought John McDermott, you know, he struggled in those fights. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's see, what else? Where are all the actors at? I'm not really sure. It's casual boxing talk. Errol, the weight bully Spence. What's the makeup of the demographics at the place you live in? Asians, mainly Latinos, and blacks? Well, I live in Dania Beach. Right now, we're not in Dania Beach. We're in Hollywood. But demographics. I know Dania Beach is predominantly white. I'm going to say Dania Beach is probably like 40% white. The other 20% is like black. Another 25% is like Latino. 10% is like other. So it's pretty diverse, you know. But like if you go to Hollywood, which is right next to Dania, Hollywood's a bit more diverse than Dania. The further south you go in South Florida, the more diverse it gets. Yeah, I understand, guys. I got my title wrong because I kind of just rushed it. I wanted to go live, but you know, it is what it is. I'll change it when I'm done. At least it worked though. I got 17 of you here, so you know the title worked, even though it was an accident. KOD testimony says, "What happened to your girlfriend? Did you cheat on her?" It's a bit of a long story. I mean, I could get into it. I'll get into it a little bit. Like, so basically, what happened with me and her is, she she's like really young. So I'm like 24 and she's like 19. So I'm more mature than she is, and you know, she's like extremely naive about a lot of things. And like when we were together, I remember she with her, you know, women test you, like women give you this shit test, and I didn't understand a lot of things about women when I was with her, but like certain things women tell you, like we were having a lot of arguments, and she like there was like a bunch of guys who were trying to get at her and stuff, and then I don't know, we just both kept hurting each other, so we just called ties. Like I really don't want to get into it, but basically what happened was, to summarize it to you the best way I can, she didn't want to hang in there when things got tough with me and her, and so she folded up like a chair and she went along her own way. And honestly, yeah, like I learned a lot of things that men say about women. I never understood till now. Like when they say like, oh, like women and relationships aren't all they're cracked up to be. Like I get it now. I get it. And you know, to be fair, I treated her really well. Like I treated her really, really well. And I thought that was the way to go, like to treat them well and honor them and respect them. And like I had this thing where like I'm waiting until marriage before I have sex. But then it's like I don't even care anymore. Like, cause you can treat them right and you can do all the right things, but it won't matter in the end. So I don't know. I kind of see women a lot differently now ever since we broke it off. I actually have a video, believe it or not, guys, because I went through like a really dark place last year where I was very depressed, had a lot of anxiety, and I actually talked a bit about her in one of my upcoming videos. You guys will see it soon, and it's gonna be the same video. It's gonna be in the same video that I'm dropping the sparring footage in. So you guys will see when it comes out in the next couple days. Young and dumb is so good. Yeah, I mean it's got its perks. It's got its perks. Ortiz birth certificate is written in hieroglyphics. I saw a meme about that. I posted it on Instagram the other day. That was pretty funny. Then the next round was a lot of start, which was BS. What are you talking about, Bum City? Bum City. You know what's funny? KOD, KOD, are you here? Are you still here, KOD Testimonies? If you're still here, KOD, just say something in the comments. This bench right here, you see this bench? Me and her used to come to this park all the time, and we used to sit on this bench. I used to make out her right here in this spot. That's probably too much information. We used to get it on right there in that spot. But anyway, should have told her to go make. You should have told her to go make me a sandwich. They love a man to be a real man, no matter what they say. They want to be put in their place. You know what's crazy? It's like I wish I would have figured that out earlier, because I was like that at first, but then I don't know. If you don't maintain your frame as a man, and if you don't stay in touch with your masculinity, you become a bitch. And I became a bitch. I mean, a bitch. I'm talking about for months. I was a bitch. So I got what I got what I deserved. And yes, there's a lot of history. There's a lot of history on that right there. Yes, 100%. We used to come to this park a lot. We used to come to this park like every other day. My man Nathan, what's up, champ? Yeah, so I don't really talk to her like that no more, but if she ever approaches me and we do want to talking, because we still hang out in the same circles of people sometimes. If I do cross paths and she ever talks to me, she's gonna get put in her place. Fuck all that nice guy shit. No more nice BT. My man Lazy Amigo says, go find you a new one at Salgrass Mall in Sunrise. You know what's funny, guys? Like I'm not gonna go to Sunrise. That's too far. Fuck that. But there's actually a girl I met recently, so you guys might see her soon. I might take her to the fight with me on the 12th of July. So keep me in prayer on that one. My man Nene said, good. Hopefully you are. Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. My dad's over there at that car, fixing his car over there. It's got problems supposedly. So we ain't really doing much, and we're just talking some boxing. My man William, what's up, champ? I saw your comment today on the Riddick Bowe video we've had with my hands. It was pretty cool, man. Bo's a good guy. Yeah, in fact, You know, it's funny because like right now, I'm not at home and I don't got my computer in front of me. So, like literally, I ain't really like got a bunch of boxing news in front of me. So I just be talking to you guys like you're my friends. Like literally, like the girl I'm talking to right now too. Like the girl I'm talking to, and she has my YouTube channel. She has my YouTube channel, so she might even be watching this. Maybe she might be watching me on the low. But the girl I'm talking to right now, she's a Hooters girl. So I've always wanted to hook up with a Hooters girl. So I might make that one come true soon. Van Media says, how's Florida? Florida's dope. I mean, South Florida's mad expensive. It's a very hard place to survive. Which is why I never understood the phrase, like, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere, because in New York, they have transportation that's like public transit that's like really efficient. South Florida is like, if you don't have a car, you can't go nowhere. And it's like, things are expensive here. So I always say, if you can make it in South Florida, you can make it anywhere. That's why people who made it in life, like who have money, like the old retired people, they retire in South Florida, Miami, Boca, West Palm Beach, you know, that stuff. I desperately wanted Bo versus Lewis. Yeah, Bo versus Lewis, I mean, I wasn't alive when they were supposed to fight, but for the sake of history, I wish it would have happened. I think in 92, when if they would have fought in 92, Bo would have smoked Lennox Lewis, because Lennox Lewis wasn't Lennox Lewis until he got with Emmanuel. They killed boxing for many fans when that fight didn't happen. Yeah, it was a lot of egos involved in that fight between Lewis and Bo. People drive crazy as hell in South Florida. Yeah, they do. They do. It's the worst. Van Media says, I couldn't live in other states. You need a car everywhere. In NYC, you can take a casual walk or hop on the subway or bus anywhere. Yeah, and that's why when I go to New York, I'm like 30 times more efficient, because in South Florida, like, I'm so used to not having a car in South Florida. And yeah, like, South Florida is crazy. But I love it. I love South Florida. My dad's over there. I took a walk because he's on the phone. My dad's right over there where that car is right there. That's my dad's car. So my dad's on the phone, so I didn't want to hear him in the back. I didn't want to hear him. I wanted to hear you guys. Tyson Fury, does he beat AJ? Of course. Of course. Tyson Fury will box that boy clean off. I've always said that, though. I've been saying that since before he lost. I've been saying that. I was saying that when Fury was fat. When he was a fat Grimace. When he looked like Grimace from McDonald's, you know, I was saying that that. Yeah, I know my title. I got my title wrong. I meant to say that Tyson Fury blasts Anthony Joshua for losing to Andy Ruiz. I like you too, Nathan. Hey, yo, Nathan. I don't know if you heard. But I'm actually going to be going to the UK in December. December the 4th. Mark your calendar, champ. I'll be in the UK. I don't know what part of the UK you reside in, but if you want to meet up, I'll be there. For how long, I don't know, but I'll be in the UK. You know, there's only so many freaking palm trees and trees you can see before you get tired of them. You know, eventually, even this gets old. As nice as this is, even this gets old. Rama Nathan, let's go, champ. Tie-in booth. Yeah, I bought my ticket 6 months in advance, and I bought it one way, so it was cheap. My man Lost One says commentary. You know, so I don't know how long you've been on this live, Lost One, but me and my girlfriend we used to sit right there, and we would talk, and I'd make out with her over there, and we would do whatever. And then I used to climb this tree all the time. So I remember like, I remember one time I climbed like up there, and I fell off right there. So that was pretty crazy. But I'm not climbing no trees. Fuck all that. Why don't AJ fanboys want to give Ruiz his credit? I don't know, man. Ruiz is a good fighter. He's quality. He's quality. And why do Wilder fans act like Wilder beat AJ? Beat Ruiz? That's what I'm saying. Like I had one Wilder come up to me and say, one Wilder came to my comments, said, yeah, that was a real good business decision by Wilder to sign those 2 fights. You know, he looks real smart now. Now he's the A side. Sound like straight idiots. You need to visit Vietnam, bro. Food and hotels cheap as hell. Traffic in Saigon is crazy. Worst on this planet for sure. We'll see, man. I mean, Vietnam. Not really sure. That's too high on my checklist. I want to go to Marmaris, Turkey. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but Mamaris or Mamaris Turkey. One of my friends was telling me about it the other day, and I saw the pictures. I said, damn, that looks nice. So maybe go to Turkey. Climb it now for old time's sake. We ain't climbing no damn trees while we're live on YouTube. You got me messed up. I'm not gonna bust my ass. You damn right, KOD. Ain't nobody going to no Vietnam. You got me. You got the game messed up. Go to Amsterdam. I'll go to Amsterdam. Why not? The Philippines. You can use English and be fine. Why not? I like Filipino girls. I like Filipino women. Oh, speaking of Filipino women, I'll tell you guys a story about it. How many of you guys are familiar with Mrs. Cynthia Conte from Ring Magazine? Cynthia Conte, the boxing reporter. Do you guys know Cynthia Conte? You're visiting my country? Amsterdam. Why not? Bro, yeah, she is fine, right? Van Media knows she can get it. Yo, the other day I went crazy because on YouTube in the dashboard, like in the new dashboard, because YouTube has this new dashboard, like when you and it tells you like who subscribed to you recently. So I went to go check my YouTube dashboard, the new one, and I saw my new subscription. And bro, Cynthia Conte subscribed to me the other day, so I might need to shoot my shot. Or maybe I won't have to shoot my shot. Maybe all I have to do is just show up. All I have to do is just show up. You know what? That's what it is. If I start showing up, if I just show up, I'm sure I'll be good, because I've always done pretty good with women. I don't know why, but I do solid. I do better than you would expect. This man said AJ did all he could. Ruiz just outclassed him. Yeah, and that's the crazy part about it, how he just went in there and he straight outclassed Joshua like that. But it goes to show you, man, you can never judge a book by its cover. I actually have a video, guys, coming out very soon. I just edited it and scheduled it this morning to post later on. I interviewed Evander Holyfield recently. Evander Holyfield made an interesting claim about Andy Ruiz. I don't want to tell you what he said, but he made an interesting claim about Andy Ruiz when he sparred him. It's all good, Nathan. Happens. My phone's cut off hella times. Christina Poncher plus her, and I'm good for 15 minutes. I'll be good for a day. Shit. That's a bit better than Frank Maloney, isn't it? Yes. Cynthia Conte is not hard on the eye. The sparring video will win her over. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm a very honest person with myself. I didn't look too good in my sparring, because, like, again, I haven't sparred 18 months. My rhythm's all fucked up. I forgot what it was like to get punched in the face, and I was rushing punches. I was punching like extremely wide. I got knocked down. I spit out my mouthpiece. It was a long, it was not my best sparring session. But hey, what do you expect after 18 months without being in the ring? So, you know, I can only get better. But you guys will see it later on. I got a video coming out. The sparring video is actually gonna be part of a larger video that I'm doing. I'm doing a video about because last year around. Ironically, when I broke up with my ex-girlfriend last year, for like a good 6 to 7 month span, I was in a very dark place. I battled a lot of depression, anxiety. I had my own mental health problems for a while. And with that being said, I went through a very dark place, and I kind of I open up about it in the video, and the sparring video is part of that video. So when it comes out, you guys will see. You guys are really gonna get to know me when that video comes out, because I opened up about anxiety and how I had chosen to live a mediocre life, and dealing with a breakup which I never dealt with before. You know, it was interesting video. Michelle Phelps can get it too. Yeah, she can. Was AJ Ruiz a Mike Tyson Buster Douglas situation? No, I think it was worse, because I mean, this is a prolonged ass whooping. Buster Douglas was like, you know, he just got Mike out of there with a couple shots. Ruiz beat the shit out of Joshua, knocked him down multiple times, outclassed him in every department. Yeah, Oscar Rivas is a very live dog in that fight. He'll be a very live dog. And, you know, Oscar Rivas might put matchroom boxing out of business in the heavyweight division for quite some time if he's able to knock out Dillian White. Yo, Eddie Hearn can't win for nothing these days. Eddie Hearn can't win for nothing. You know, I'm not, you know, Al Heyman, my main man Al Heyman. This man's out here got the whole heavyweight division on lock right now. Andy Ruiz probably saved the PBC. That's probably the most underrated part of this whole fight with Joshua and Ruiz. Andy Ruiz probably just saved Premier Boxing Champions because they're gonna go out of business, and now they have a Mexican heavyweight champion, so they can make a lot of money and still stay in the game and be more than relevant, no doubt about it. Just so you guys know, just so you guys know, I'm on like 21%, so I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be on, but I'll keep talking to you guys as long as I can. My man Nathan said, "You still look very strong." I mean that. Yeah, I am very strong. Riddick Bowe actually said that Riddick Bowe says that I hit like a middleweight, and I'm not a middleweight. I'm like 4 weight classes below middleweight, but he says I hit like a middleweight. Holyfield says I punch extremely hard, but my issue isn't punching hard. It's setting up the punches and my head movement and footwork and my stamina. So, you know, as I get the rounds in, as the weeks go by, as the rounds go by, as I get more sharper and I get more match fit, because those of you who have been in the boxing ring in any capacity know that there's a specific difference. There's a very big difference between being in shape and being in boxing shape, and I'm not in boxing shape. Van Media says, what phone are you using? I'm using an iPhone 6. Most punchers got weak chins. I don't have a weak chin. I mean, I don't have a weak chin. I mean, I can take a good shot. The issue isn't taking a shot, it's avoiding the damn shots. That's my defense. I need to work my defense and moving my head. Wait. If. You should go over and see if Pops needs a hand. Nah, he's still on the phone. I still see him on the phone. My dad's still on the phone, so I'm gonna leave him be. I think he's talking to his crazy ass wife. No disrespect. I want to see Gary Russell Jr. versus Oscar Valdez. Yeah, that'd be a good fight. Valdez is trying to refine his boxing style with Eddie Reynoso, Canelo's trainer. I'm very interested to see how that works, because we know Oscar Valdez can fight, but he needs to get some boxing skills to go along with the fighting. So I don't know. I would probably favor Russell in that fight. Bro, it's crazy how the WBC did White dirty. Yeah, they've been dicking him around. Well over 500 days being the mandatory. Still nothing. Yeah, PBC will bring a lot of those Canelo fanboys to the Ruiz fights. I agree. More shocks to come in 2019. Gorman beats Dubois by UD. Kid Galahad beats Warrington by majority decision, and Rivas stops White late. Those all sound very realistic. Those all sound like very realistic scenarios. Yep. Once I made the mistake of taking a fight with only 2 weeks prep, I got whooped. Absolutely. Can't do that. What's funny is one thing I want to eventually, like, my goal is, like, after I get 100 rounds of sparring in, I want to spar some pros. I want to spar, like, I'll tell you guys who I want to spar. I want to spar Derek Cuevas. Cuevas is a 19-0 welterweight. We're about the same size. And I want to spar Logan Yoon, who's 16-0. They both train at the Heavyweight Factory. You think Inoue beats Josh Warrington? He could. Yo, I think he would stop Josh Warrington straight up. He would iron out Josh Warrington like a pair of wrinkled jeans, straight up. No doubt about it. I KO'd Joshua on sparring. I hope that Dueco too. That's funny. That's funny. Galahad is sneaky, but he does have the power and chin. He's got the attributes from what I hear. You know, again, I haven't seen enough of him fight. I haven't seen enough of his fights to have a valid opinion, but everybody keeps saying he's a live dog, so, you know, I'll have to go do some research. National Memorial Gardens. You know, it's funny. This kind of looks like a National Memorial Garden. Kind of think of it, but thank you for all your hard work, bro. Love. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. You know, I know I don't have the biggest channel out there, but I'll tell you this, man. I may not have the biggest channel out there, but I definitely got the best subscribers. I got some of the best subscribers out there on YouTube. You guys always come and show love, so I appreciate it, and it's gonna keep getting better with time. Bro, please do videos about your boxing regimen and exercises. There are videos on YouTube showing basic techniques, but none showing training and regimens to practice the techniques. I'll probably do that. I'm gonna start doing that, because honestly, I'm to the point now where, like, I don't even care what people think about my boxing skills. Like, I know I'm a good fighter. I know I got talent. My issue is not that I don't have talent. My issue is that I'm not comfortable in the boxing ring yet. You know, I'm good on the bag, and I'm good if we're just going to the body. But when I put that mouthpiece and that headgear on, it just does something to me. So I'm trying to clear that mental hurdle. But like, I don't think I won a round. I sparred 3 rounds with somebody. I don't think I won a round on my last sparring session. But I think I still had some moments. I sparred a guy who was like 3 to 4 weight classes bigger than me. I hit him with a body shot once, and he did get hurt by it. I backed him up a couple of times, but I was just very wild. So I had to know how to stay calm, film my shots with composure, move my head, make sure I don't jump right in with my head on the line. You know, those are things that I'm working on. What's the next big one? There's a lot of fights coming up. The next big fight is, I mean, define big fight. I mean, this weekend we got Triple G versus Steve Rolls. So if you want to call that a big fight, I guess we could count that, you know, I guess. And then after that is Tyson Fury's big fight with Tom Schwartz. But if you're talking about a real big fight, Pacquiao versus Thurman is the next big one, which I'm really excited about. What's next for Chocolatito? I mean, I don't know, man. I'm hoping we hear something from Roman Gonzalez soon, because it's my favorite fighter. So hopefully Chocolatito can get a Kalia 5 fight, but Eddie Hearn's got him in witness protection. They don't want no smoke. I appreciate that, Nathan. Got the crying emoji with the heart. You think GGG will look different on Saturday against Bill Bellamy? That's messed up. You call him Bill Bellamy. But I mean, if you go by pad work, which is like the worst thing to go off of, he looks like he's moving his head more. He's lighter on his feet. He's not moving his shots as much. He's not loading up on his punches as much. So that's encouraging, I guess, if you want to take that. You should watch Matthew Fouts' YouTube channel. He has great boxing knowledge and gives tips and breaks down fights. I've seen him. I'm familiar with Matthew Fouts. I used to watch his channel a lot a couple years ago. You watching the World Cup soccer under 20s? No, I'm not. I watched them. I watched them last year. I remember when England won them last year. Well, I think England won the under 23s, the under 20s. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was the under 23s. Because they had all the Everton players. Because they had like Kieran Dowell, Tom Davies, Lookman, Calvert-Lewin. What channels do you follow consistently? That's a good question. Now we're asking some questions. I'm a big fan of Bruce Vane. I watch a lot of Bruce Vane. I watch a lot of Radio Raheem. Of like the big channels, like the interviewers and stuff that are all the fights. Radio Raheem is somebody that I study myself, like for my own interviews. I mean, I don't try to be like Radio Raheem, but I study him because to me, he's probably the best interviewer out there, aside from myself. So I like Radio Raheem, Seconds Out, IFL TV, Tie-In Booth, Bruce Vane, Mr. Boxing Today is a top channel that I follow. What else? We got I feel like I'm missing somebody. Hatman I watch every now and then. What other channels do I watch? I don't watch Fanon. I don't watch Fanon. I don't watch Boxing Ego. Someone said you should be more like the Schmo. Nah, I don't want to be. I don't want to be like the Schmo. The Schmo is the Schmo. BT is BT. I'll tell you one thing though. If me and the Schmo sparred, he don't want no smoke. I really appreciate your confidence. You're really good. I'm just saying. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. But I'm trying to think. What other channels? One channel I used to, like. I'll name you channels that I used to watch that when they were active on YouTube. Like I used to watch Thunderdome Boxing Talk a lot. That was probably like my favorite channel. Thunderdome Boxing Talk. T Street. Yes, there you go. T Street. I watch T Street Controversy religiously. So T Street I watch. Thunderdome I watched. Precise Presenter I used to watch when he was on YouTube. Bruce Vane I watch. I like Ring IQ. I watch Julius and stuff sometimes. I watch Helen Yee. I watch Helen Yee for the show. I watch what's that one guy's name? Pugilissimo Company. He has that one Nicaraguan girl on there. I watch her. I watch Fight Hype because I watch my boy Sean Tatel does an interview, so I watch a lot of Fight Hype. Boxing Talk with Addy or 80. I don't know how to say his name, but yeah, I just started watching him. He's pretty good. I watch my man Rex Righteous because he's my friend and he's pretty good. My man Rafael Calvo, but go subscribe to Rafael Calvo if you haven't already. Pheno Boxing. Do I watch Pheno Boxing? I watch her stuff sometimes. I don't know, man. Ring IQ is great once you get used to the voice. Yeah, I mean, he's very well put together. So, you know, he's been consistent here on YouTube. I like him. You are a nice guy. Make sure you get with a nice girl. It is what it is. What it is. I don't know, man. I don't know how it is in England, Nathan, but here in America, women are like not even women for the most part. I mean, my ex-girlfriend, she was very feminine, and that's what I admired about her. Like my ex-girlfriend, she cooked really well. She cooked real good. She smelled real nice. She's very in shape. Extremely hot. She's not like most girls in America, but like the majority of girls in America, they're not even women. It's kind of hard to explain. Yo, I remember one time I went to my ex-girlfriend's house and her parents weren't home because her parents always trusted me. And I remember one time she cooked me a whole breakfast, and then after she cooked me breakfast, she sat down right next to me, and we were on the couch and we watched boxing. It was dope. Someone says no, get with a few hoes at your age. Honestly, that's where I'm at right now. I kind of hate that I'm saying that, but I never wanted to get to this point, but that's where I'm at. So I got a couple plates I'm spinning. I don't know what T Street's doing, but I still watch his boxing videos. Montero's pretty good. I like Montero. I watch Sean Newton's. So there's certain YouTube channels I watch when I clean my house, when I clean my apartment. So like, I watch like Sean Newton's videos because they're long when I clean my apartment. I watch like Showbiz the Adults videos because a lot of them are long when I clean my apartment. But other than that, yeah. Yeah, T-Street's still very active. I don't know why he asked me that question. You know, Homer Simpson, I would like to know myself. And just so you guys know, my phone's like 9%. So if I cut out, it's just because my phone died. I want to talk to you guys until my phone runs out. Someone says, just run through holes. No need to settle down. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's where I'm at right now. That is exactly where I'm at. I mean, I'm going to spin a couple plates. How about who's my favorite ring card girl? My favorite ring card girl in boxing is Samantha Kumiko. I swear to God, I better not see Samantha Kumiko or it's gonna be a problem. Straight up. Hitman Boxing is good too. Yeah, I like Hitman Boxing. Hey man, what is this Filipino girl? Mississippi something. I can't spell. Someone spell it out. What Filipino girl? There's Cynthia Conte. There's I don't know what you're talking about. Bro, if not too personal, what do you do for a living now? That's a great question. I do boxing for a living. This is what I do, pretty much. I mean, I don't like... Right now, to be truthful with you, I'm in a situation now where I don't really need a whole lot of money to survive. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I gotta get my shit together. So right now, it's just YouTube. It might be something else in a couple months. We don't know. But that's just YouTube videos for now. You still on the Echo Falls? I saw there was a new Tyson Booth video, but I don't watch those with the missus sitting next to me. I actually just finished my bottle of Echo Falls, so I'll have to buy another one soon. Bro, Samantha Kumiko is fine as hell. I'm sorry, like, she could get it. You know, I'm not gonna put any names out there, but I know a couple of fighters personally who were trying to get with her. Them Tecate girls are they're whatever to me. Someone said, she's mixed with Japanese, I think, and thicker than a sticker. Yeah, she is. She's like, I think she's like Mexican and Japanese or some shit like that. She's crazy. Oh, Janera, yo, honestly, Janera's ugly to me. Janera's like a 7. She's like a 6 or a 7. Cause look, you gotta understand, I'm from South Florida. You know, we have some high quality women here. So, She might be a 9 or a 10 in other places, but where I'm from, she's like a 5 or a 6. And this might sound very shallow what I'm saying, but this is just what it is. Be wise before the event, not after. Think about it. No, you're right. Yeah, bro. Janera is average. She's average as can be. Like, but yeah. So I'm gonna die. My phone's gonna die any minute now, guys. So when it happens, don't get mad. South Florida has some of the baddest South American women. You damn right. They got like Brazilians, Argentinians, all this stuff. But a lot of the South Americans are stuck up. I can't deal with their attitude, so I don't talk to a lot of South American women. It's too much. My favorite type of girls, is I like Mexican girls from like the West Coast. That's actually what my ex-girlfriend was. She was a Mexican girl from Arizona. They have a certain look to them. Yo, dude, I wanted to get into boxing, but I'm scared to getting punched in the face. Give me advice and inspiration. Look, the only advice I could give you is you can punch the bag as much as you want, but when you put that mouthpiece and the headgear on, it's a whole different story. So my thing is this: you're gonna suck at. I'm gonna let you know right up front. You're going to suck at the minute you pick up boxing gloves. You're not gonna be that good, but you gotta will yourself through the rounds. Will yourself through the rounds, and just try to get better every day. And it'll add up over time. Is Miami overrated? Yes, as a city, it's very overrated. It's very expensive. It's not even that big. And yeah, but I mean, there's lots of women there. Send my love to you and your dad. I'll see you soon. No doubt, Nathan. I'll definitely see you soon. Really, I like dark-skinned Latina girls. It's a leg. It's my leg, bro. It's my leg. Really, I like dark-skinned Latina girls. They look exotic to me. Yeah, they're not bad either. But I like Mexican girls. Mexican girls from Southern California. The girl I'm talking to right now, though, she's Puerto Rican and Dominican, so we'll see how that works. Mexican chicks from Southern California are bad and not stuck up. I know. That's why I've only been to Southern California one time. I went in 2016 for the Roman Gonzalez fight. I met Sinisa Estrada. I'll tell you this right now. If I meet Sinisa Estrada again, I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna deal with that. Sinisa Estrada is my type. I don't know how familiar you guys with Sinisa Estrada, but she's like my exact type of female. No, that's my freaking. It's my leg. I got small legs, man. Got small legs. I gotta work on my legs. It's probably why they gave out on me the other day in sparring. Dude, you should date Puerto Rican girls. They are hot. I might be going to Puerto Rico before the end of the year, so I might get with a couple Puerto Ricans. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna be like Riddick Bowe says. I'm gonna be stroking. Yo, I like you guys. You guys are cool. I like you guys. I came here talking boxing week. Now we're here talking about nothing that has to do with boxing. So you never know what you get with these lads. We're in a damn park talking about tasting women. I lived in Coral Gables, and I agree. Miami is overrated. It's ratchet and all hype. It really is, bro. It really is. I had a friend that used to go to college at the University of Miami. So I used to take the train, the Tri-Rail to the Metro Rail from Dania to Coral Gables, and he used to always have girls at his dorm, but they were all like average. They were like 7s, and I don't know. They were just disgusting to me. What park is this? I don't even know the name of this park. It's in Hollywood. It's Charles Volman or Valman Park or some shit like that. I don't know what it is. I forgot what it's called. But it's like Charles F. Volman or Valman. It's a nice park though. I have a lot of good memories in this park. A lot of memories in this park. It's the love-making park. You're damn right it is. You're damn right. I've driven. I used to drive my girlfriend. Oh shit, that's you? Yvonne Tavar, is that you? That's you, right? Jovan Tavar, whatever your name was. You just disappeared on me, man. We were supposed to hit the bags one day, and then I don't know what happened. You just disappeared. You're not even on Instagram no more. But yeah, this is the lovemaking part. I used to drive my girlfriend insane on this bench. She sit right over there. I used to sit right here. I used to drive her insane. All women are mental. Yes, they are. They might not be all the same personality, but they're all the same in nature. They're all the same in nature. I try to tell my dad that, and my dad's watching right now. All women are not the same personality, but they're the same in nature. Yeah, so the last 8 to 9 months been good for me. Good for me because my whole life with girls, I've always been like the nice guy, but I'm learning not to. I'm learning not to be the nice guy anymore, and I've been kind of like, yeah, transitioning out of that, which I'm really happy about. Is your mother still around? If you don't mind me answering. Nah, I didn't grow up with my mom. My mom, my dad raised me from the age of 7. Like from the age of 7, my dad raised me by himself. Put me in boxing, baseball, worked 2 jobs. Like my dad's the man. My mom wasn't really around. If you want me to be extra honest, my mom has been homeless and living under a bridge since I was in the 6th grade. So that's what it is, man. By choice though, you know, she chose to be that way. She could have got help. My favorite boxer is Manny Pacquiao. He is legendary. Yeah, Manny Pacquiao's that guy. I hope he wins his fight on July the 20th. I think he's gonna win. I'm picking him to win via decision. But it's good to see that you're still alive, Mr. Tovar. Worried about you for a little bit. Yeah, my dad. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I got blessed because my dad is like a 1 in like a million dad. Like, I mean, we didn't have the most money growing up. We didn't have the most I didn't have the most expensive stuff growing up, but we had love, and he put me in boxing and baseball, and you know, he took me where I needed to go. Anybody got news on Alex Saucedo? After leaving Alex able to. I haven't heard anything about Alex Saucedo since he lost to Maurice Hooker.